You open a bill and your heart drops. A surprise medical charge, an ER visit, a billing error, or an insurance denial. You pay what you can, and then weeks later you discover a collection account on your credit report. Suddenly your mortgage rate jumps, your rental application is flagged, and job prospects shrink. This is the hidden fallout of medical bills, quiet, unfair, and terrifyingly common. Today, we expose how medical debt sneaks into your credit file, why recent policy shifts matter, and the exact steps you can take to fight back and reclaim your financial life, the scope of the problem, and why it hurts. Let's start with how widespread this is. Medical debt is not niche. It touches millions. Recent research shows a very large share of U.S. households carry medical bills, with a sizable fraction past due or being paid over time. Medical debt is one of the leading sources of debt that ends up in collections and on credit reports. Why medical debt is different from other debt. Medical bills are unique because they often result from accidents or emergencies, events outside normal budgeting. They're unpredictable, sometimes billed incorrectly, and often disputed with insurers. Unlike a credit card you chose to open, medical debt can reflect miscommunication, coverage gaps, or billing errors. Yet the credit bureaus historically treated a medical collection like any other unpaid bill, a black mark that drags down your credit score, sometimes for years. The policy backdrop: big changes, rapid shifts. Because medical debt wreaks such wide harm, the credit industry and regulators have started to change how it's handled. In 2023, the 3 major credit bureaus removed medical collection debts under $500 from consumer credit reports, a huge move that erased small balances for millions of people. That change alone produced meaningful score improvements for many consumers. Then, in January 2025, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, finalized a broader rule aimed at keeping medical bills out of credit reports used by lenders, an action that would have removed an estimated tens of billions of dollars in medical collections from reports. That rule was poised to dramatically reduce medical debt-related damage for millions. But legal challenges and court actions soon followed. A later federal decision blocked full implementation, leaving the legal landscape in flux. The takeaway: progress has been made, but uncertainty remains. So you can't just sit and wait for the system to fix it for you. How medical collections dent your score in life. A medical collection on your file can do more than subtract points. It can raise mortgage and auto loan rates, increase insurance premiums, sabotage rental and employment checks, and reduce access to premium credit products. In some documented analyses, removing medical collections led to average increases of about 20 points on credit scores for affected consumers, enough to move people into higher approval tiers or better rates. That's real money. 3 hidden ways medical debt creeps into your credit file. Billing errors and coding mistakes. Hospitals and providers use complex codes. Billing errors are common and can land you in collections mistakenly. Insurance denials and gaps. A valid claim can be denied, leaving the patient on the hook while they fight the insurer. Aggressive provider/collector practices. Some providers send accounts to collections quickly or report them inconsistently, sometimes without adequate validation. Because these are not always straightforward debts, disputes often succeed if you act with evidence and speed. The timeline you must understand. Most collection accounts, medical or otherwise, can remain on your credit report for up to 7 years from the date of first delinquency under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. That's a long shadow. Even if a debt is old or partially paid, it can still show up unless the bureau removes or the creditor updates it. However, because bureaus voluntarily changed policy for small balances in 2023, many low-dollar medical collections are already gone, but larger medical debts still have teeth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Waiting will almost always cost you more. Interest, insurance rate hikes, denied loans, and lost job opportunities compound the original medical charge. But there's good news. Medical debt is one of the most winnable problems on your report if you take the right steps. Below, I'll give you the tactical playbook. But first, understand the leverage you have. Billing is complex, insurers make mistakes, and collectors must validate debts. Use that leverage. Immediate checklist. Do this right now. Pull your 3 credit reports and look specifically for medical collections: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Gather your bills, EOBS, explanation of benefits, and insurance communication. These are your evidence. Don't pay a collector until you get validation in writing. Paying without a written agreement might not remove the negative mark. Contact your provider's billing office to request an itemized bill and ask for charity financial assistance if you qualify. Act now. Medical debt may be reversible, but only if you treat it like the urgent medical emergency it is to your credit. 1. Triage the account. Move fast, get docs. First rule: don't pay a collector until you've validated the debt. Ask for an itemized bill, your explanation of benefits, EOB from the the insurer, and any communication showing the date of first delinquency. Hospitals and insurers make mistakes. Billing codes, duplicate charges, or misapplied insurance payments are common. You need paper. Request everything in writing and save it. 2. Check insurance and appeal denials. If the amount looks like it should have been covered, submit an insurance appeal. Insurers sometimes deny claims for coding reasons or missing pre-authorization. The appeals process can reverse responsibility back to the insurer and stop collection activity. Use the insurer's appeal contact information on your EOB and keep every reply. Don't let a denial stand without a documented appeal. 3. Apply for hospital financial assistance/charity care. Most nonprofit hospitals have financial assistance programs and extended deadlines. Some policies give you 240 days to apply from the first bill. If you qualify, your balance can be reduced or forgiven, and the collection can be avoided or removed. Ask for the hospital's FAP, financial assistance policy, and apply immediately. 4. Dispute errors with the credit bureau's FCRA rights. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, you can dispute inaccurate medical collections with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. File a dispute online and by certified mail with copies of your EOBS, itemized bill, and any insurer correspondence. Make the case that the trade line is inaccurate or unverified. The bureaus have 30 days to investigate. If they can't verify, the item must be removed. 5. Validate with the collector. Debt validation, line FDCPA. Collectors must validate the debt and prove you owe it. Send a written debt validation request under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act FDCPA. Demand account specifics, dates, original creditor, and chain of custody. If they can't legally validate, they must stop collection and should withdraw reporting to the bureaus. 6. Negotiate. Be prepared to settle, but get it in writing. If the debt is valid and you can pay, negotiate. Ask for a reduction, a payment plan, or a pay-for-delete agreement. Pay-for-delete is not guaranteed and not supported by bureaus, but some collectors will agree in writing to remove the trade line upon receipt of payment. Never pay without a signed agreement that explicitly states the collector will delete or update the account across all 3 bureaus upon receipt. Negotiation script. Phone plus follow-up email. I can pay X dollars today if you will provide a written agreement that you will delete this account from all 3 credit bureaus upon clearing the payment. Please confirm in writing. If this feels overwhelming, you don't have to go it alone. Wise Consultant specializes in medical debt removal audits, formal disputes, and lender-ready rapid rescoring packs. Visit wiseconsultant.com to download our medical debt survival kit, letters, scripts, and a 90-day action calendar you can use immediately. Book a strategy call and we'll build a bespoke removal plan that lenders will accept. Subscribe to the channel for weekly battle-tested credit strategies and hit like if you learned one new tactic. Medical bills don't have to haunt you. Fight back, document hard, and reclaim your financial future with Wise Consultant at your side. Wise Consulting Enterprise. We could help you in such.